Imagine a network of hidden tunnels snaking beneath the surface, concealing a threat few could anticipate. This isn't a plot from a thriller movie, this is reality, a reality that the Israeli military faced when they discovered a labyrinth of tunnels used by Hamas. These tunnels, far from being rudimentary diggings, were well-constructed passages designed for swift, covert movement. The discovery sent shockwaves through the military world. Analysts scrambled to understand the strategic implications. The very geography of the conflict had changed, shifting from an open battlefield to a subterranean maze. The implications were as deep as the tunnels themselves. The Israeli military, known for its advanced technology and strategic prowess, had to confront a hidden threat, one that couldn't be detected by satellites or drones. This is a tale of unexpected discovery, of military strategy turned on its head. This is the story of the Israel military's discovery of Hamas Tunnels, a discovery that would change the face of warfare in the region. In the heat of battle, the unexpected often becomes the norm. It was no different for the Israeli military during their operations against Hamas. As they orchestrated an offensive, they found themselves stumbling upon an intricate network of tunnels, a hidden underworld that had been quietly shaping the course of the conflict. The discovery was as startling as it was unexpected. Picture this, troops moving through the dust and rubble, their focus solely on the mission at hand, when suddenly the ground beneath them opens up to reveal an entirely different battlefield. A labyrinth of tunnels carved meticulously through the earth, extending in all directions, a subterranean world that had been carefully concealed from view. The initial reaction was one of shock, quickly followed by the cold clarity of strategy. This was no ordinary find. These tunnels were not just pathways, but a complex web that provided Hamas with a strategic advantage, enabling them to move undetected, conduct operations, and escape unscathed. The military was dealing with a threat that was not only above ground, but also beneath it. This discovery prompted an immediate shift in tactics. The Israeli military, known for its adaptability, swiftly recalibrated their approach. They understood that to tackle this threat, they had to delve into the darkness of these tunnels, to counter the enemy on their own turf. Specialized units were deployed, equipped with advanced technology to navigate this subterranean battlefield. Every step was cautiously taken, every corner meticulously checked as they mapped the labyrinth inch by inch. This was a monumental task, a battle against time and terrain, yet the Israeli military persevered, their determination fueled by the gravity of the situation. They understood that these tunnels were not merely a hidden path, but a significant cog in the wheel of the conflict, a lifeline for Hamas. A hidden world, previously unseen, was now exposed to the harsh light of conflict. The unearthing of these tunnels marked a turning point in the battle, a revelation that demanded a new strategy and a heightened vigilance. It was a reminder that in warfare, the enemy often lurks where least expected. Faced with a threat that lurks beneath, how does one respond? The Israeli military's answer has been one of strategy, technology, and decisive action. Confronting an enemy that moved in shadows beneath the earth, the Israeli Defense Forces had to adapt and overcome. The military's strategic shifts were akin to a chess player, thinking several moves ahead, ever ready to counter with a powerful response. Their operations became more focused, more precise, their tactics sharpened to meet this new challenge. The response was not limited to strategy alone. Technology played a pivotal role in this battle beneath the surface. The Israeli military increased the use of ground-penetrating technology, an innovative approach that enabled them to detect these hidden threats. Imagine a cutting-edge scanner, capable of peering beneath the solid earth, revealing what lies hidden. This technology became the eyes of the Israeli military, providing crucial intelligence that informed their operations. It allowed them to map out these subterranean networks, to understand their extent and layout. Once the tunnels were discovered, the subsequent operations were swift and decisive. The Israeli military moved to neutralize these clandestine passageways, to disrupt the enemy's plans and protect their people. These operations were not without risk, but the Israeli Defense Forces were determined to eliminate this threat. The military's response was a testament to their adaptability and resolve. They were not simply reacting to the situation, but actively shaping their strategy to address the threat. They were playing not just to survive, but to win. The discovery of the tunnels was a game changer, prompting a swift and decisive response. The Israeli military demonstrated their readiness to innovate, to adapt, and to face any challenge head-on. This was a new kind of warfare, fought not on open battlefields, but beneath the surface, in the shadows. And yet, the Israeli Defense Forces proved that even in the face of such a hidden threat, they were ready to respond, ready to protect, ready to fight. This discovery didn't just change the military strategy, it altered the very face of the conflict. The discovery of these clandestine passages, these hidden veins under the skin of the earth, brought about a seismic shift in the dynamics of the Israel-Hamas conflict. The landscape of warfare was no longer limited to the surface. It had burrowed deep, challenging both sides to rethink their strategies, to adapt to this new subterranean reality. These tunnels, once just whispers in the wind, were now tangible, undeniable. They were the proof of a threat that lurked below, a threat that had been underestimated perhaps, but would be no longer. And with this newfound knowledge came a heightened sense of vigilance. Every square foot of land, every rocky terrain, every patch of desert became a potential hiding place, a potential gateway to the enemy. The tensions, already simmering, now threatened to boil over. The stakes were higher, the enemy bolder, the rules of engagement had changed, and the battlefield was no longer just about guns and tanks, but about navigating this labyrinth, this maze of tunnels that crisscrossed beneath the surface. And as this new reality set in, a renewed focus on underground warfare emerged. Strategies were revised, resources reallocated. The battle wasn't just about who had the upper hand on the surface, but who could master the underground, who could turn these tunnels from a threat into an opportunity. The face of the conflict had indeed changed. It was no longer a simple game of capture the flag, it was a game of chess, with each side trying to outmaneuver the other above and below ground. The tunnels, once a secret weapon, were now a known threat. The battlefield had expanded, and with it the scope of the conflict. It was a sobering reminder that in war, the only constant is change. The dust settles, but the echoes of the discovery still resonate. As we look back at the events that unfolded, there are some key points that stand out. The Israel military's discovery of the Hamas tunnels was a moment of revelation, a stark illustration of the lengths to which this conflict has driven both sides. It was a clandestine operation, hidden beneath the surface, almost like a metaphor for the unseen elements that fuel this long-standing feud. The unearthing of these tunnels was not just a military victory. It was a triumph of intelligence, a testament to the meticulousness and tenacity of the Israeli forces. The response was swift and decisive, with the Israel Defense Forces taking the necessary steps to neutralize the threat. But the discovery of these tunnels has far-reaching implications, extending beyond the immediate military context. On a regional level, it has shed light on the precarious security situation. It has highlighted the need for constant vigilance and reinforced the importance of advanced technology in ensuring safety. On a global scale, it has altered perceptions of the Israel-Hamas conflict. The world has seen the tangible proof of the hidden threats Israel faces, and this could shift the scales of empathy and understanding. It underscores the complex and layered nature of this conflict, reminding us that it's not just about what we see on the surface. The conflict has a new face now, a face marked by the shadows of these unearthed tunnels. It's a stark reminder that warfare isn't just about the visible, the tangible. It's about the unseen, the unexpected, the covert operations that lurk beneath the surface. The discovery of the Hamas tunnels by the Israel military was a stark reminder. In warfare, the unseen can be just as formidable as the seen.